Hey guys, it's me, Blavely12. I'm very sick right now, but I'm gonna make videos anyway because I'm insane. And today I'm reading a fan fiction. I had to make sure I went in here blind, so that way it's more interesting. Intrigue. Hello, opening commenters. Nice to meet you. My name is Geeko Kennel. You can call me Geeko for short. I decided to try my hand at fanfiction. I consider calling base by his Japanese name forte just to simply prevent me from consistently misreading bass as a fish. But I guess I'll stick to his English name. Well, at least you're more confident than the Mega Man 8 voice directors. Bass stared skeptically at his creator. Wily was getting up to in his ears, that it was a real possibility that extended periods of time expose an array of unnatural electronic waves that kind of adverse an effect upon the mad scientist. Really? That's the best a genius like you can come up with? Bass did not hesitate to coat the word genius with some venom. He didn't exactly respect Wily. The sarcasm seemed to be lost on an old man. However, Wily just cackled and ranted about how infallible his plan was. Why am I laughing at my... No, this is gonna be awful, but I don't care. Damn it. It's brilliant. Mega Man's sisters. So weak and vulnerable after all. I bet he's got more attachment to her than light. I didn't think I don't know why I didn't think of kidnapping Roll sooner. Damn it. Airman, who in the summer heat had been giving the humiliating position as Wily's window fan, meekly offered, but sir, I believe you've tried killing a silence, fool. I'm up to 3. I'm melting over here. Yes, sir. With no sympathy for Airman's circumstances, Bass just glazed in expression. And since you dragged me in here, I'm supposed to expect you expect me to kidnap the blue idiot's sister? Yes, with Roll in our territory, Mega Man will be forced to come for her. But this time I'll threaten to deactivate Roll, which will render him useless. Then I will have all my robots attack him together. Mega Man will be overwhelmed and ultimately defeated. I am pretty sure that kidnapping Roll will be an easy task for a robot such as yourself. Wily was not openly compliant. His children to openly comply. But he knew that stroking Bass's massive ego would be a bit of enough to jumpstart the cocky bot into action. I'm reading these like there's commas in them. But of course it will. Expect me back in no more than an hour. With that said, Bass was gone faster than Quickman. Wily chuckled at how manipulated Bass was. True to his words, Bass kicked down the back door of Wily's base in exactly 25 minutes. Less, but it was less than, no, it was no more than half an hour while it was still underneath. True to his, damn it, like, her tears and threats of, Rock will never forgive you, had no impact on Base. He planted her feet on the ground in front of Wiley. They kept a strong grip on her arms and but kept a strong grip around her arms and waist to keep her from trying to attack or run away. She did take a couple of swings at Wiley's face with her legs, but apparently being in short dress limited her range of movement. Good work, Base. I knew you could do it, the doctor said with a crooked, wicked smile. Any idea on any idiot could have kidnapped this girl. She was in the front yard, completely alone. I didn't see Dr. Light or Mega Dweeb anywhere. Oh, really? Wiley looked up at Roll and Wiley looked Roll up and down to make sure she didn't have a Buster hiding anywhere. Roll made an ugly face in return. If this is one of your stupid plans to lure Rock here, then you've got bad timing, she said impudently. Because he and Dr. Light left town for electronic convention and won't be home for another week or so. I stayed home up on to. Damn it! Because he and Dr. Light left town for an electronics convention and won't be home for next week or so. I stayed home trying to catch up on laundry, which Base rudely interrupted. Damn, like, oh, come on, what a wasteless way to spend a week. You could have spent better stuff like watching The Room in theaters. Apparently, she was more into having her chores intrude than being kidnapped. Wiley and Base exchanged surprised expressions. Are you freaking serious? Lovely, just lovely. Wiley's palm flew up into his forehead as he sighed and threw himself into his office chair. He wasn't expecting a wrench to be thrown in his plan. Now what are we gonna do, genius? Base spat angrily and unintentionally tightened his grip on Roll in the process. When she started to whimper, he relaxed a bit and mumbled a small apology. Well, we can't just let her go or my plan will be ruined. She'll be too hard to catch again if she knows. I suppose if it's only a week, then we could keep her locked here and wait for Light and Mega Man to come back. Wiley mulled over this option and count. Can you count how many times I sniff? Alright. Wiley mulled over this option and calculatingly nodded his head. It didn't seem like it'd be too difficult. You watch over her, Base. It's your fault we're in this mess anyway. Whoa, what are you going to do? What are you going on about, you old geezer? Was this your plan all along? I'll slug you. Base, Roll uttered with what little air she had been squeezing out of your lungs. You're bruising me. Oops. He loosened again. Screw it, whatever. I'll take care of the girl for the time being. But I want to be first to knock Mega Man's brain. Fuck. Screw it. Whatever. I'll take care of the girl. I'll take care of the girl for the time being. But I want to be the first to knock Mega Man's brains loose when he comes to save his damsel in distress. With this theoretical being a robot, blood even hotter than the blazing sun outside the stream, emanating, if that's how you pronounce it, from his head. Base carried Roll off to the Robot Master's residential area out of Wily's hideout, leaving Wily behind to flesh out his demented and partially retarded plot. Damn. Now permitted to walk on her own 2 feet, the hideout was all locked up with no escapes and a lot of Wily's robots all around, so she had no motivation to run. Roll followed base down a long hallway. The place looked more like a storage warehouse than a home. There was no decorations, photos, or furniture outside of the bare basics. Even the floor was a cold and impersonal metal. Their footsteps echoed it in a long, barren sort of way. There were doors on each side of the hallway, each labeled DNW numbers of the room's residents. Near the hall, Base stopped shortly in front of one of the doors. He stopped so suddenly that Roll, who'd been curiously reading all the labels, walked into him. How? Base just stood like a pole, lazily glancing down at his prisoner. He advised half-heartedly, be more careful, and locked the door. It clicked open. Base tugged the hesitant Roll inside and locked the door behind them. Little alarms went off, and the little alarms, not little arms, went off in the girl's brain, and she began to look around worriedly, like a helpless rabbit walking into the lion's den. The room looked just as basic and emotionless as the rest of the house. A bed with no blankets or sheet, a shoddy lamp, and a closet. Well, Roll wondered briefly about what was in the closet. She was more concerned about her present situation. Damn it, please. Please don't. I don't want to get this video age restricted. She was almost too afraid to ask. What are you gonna do? Base was completely oblivious to what she was going, since what was going through Roll's mind was answered dully. Since apparently I'm a babysitter bot now, you have to stay day with me. I don't know why this old idiot. I don't know why this old idiot doesn't get one of his other useless robots to watch over you. Though I've got better things to do. For some silly reason, Roll felt guilty for being thought of as an inconvenience. Whether it was her polite nature or a sincere sympathy for the irritable robot, Roll wasn't sure. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It's not like I asked you to be It's not like I... Don't apologize. It's not like I asked... It's not like... Don't apologize. It's not like you asked to be kidnapped. This is Wily's fault. I don't know why that kook didn't scout things first. But he's getting old and stupid. Feeling quite done about talking about his main source of irritation. Base lowered himself onto the bed and laid on his back. Roll lingered awkwardly by the doorway, with a million different questions flooding into her mind all at once. Soaking the silence for a moment, she carefully picked with inquiry. It's actually really hard, like, recording in your bedroom with a blanket underneath your head without soundproof walls. So, what am I gonna do all week? Roll feared that the answer was nothing. Roll was a very task-oriented robot. She gained the most satisfaction from a job well done. And it was impossible to do a job well done if there was no job at all. I don't know. I suppose you'll just have to tag along with me so I can keep an eye on you. It was obvious that Base wasn't as interested in the details as Roll was. He looked more interested in the patterns on the ceiling, but Roll persisted, wringing her hands with all the nervous white. What about sleeping? Do I have to sleep in the same room as you? All in one take! I can't watch you if you're in another room. He replied in a very matter of tone. His cool demeanor only unnerved Roll further. Her eyes continued to grow wider, and she was currently shuffling back and forth on her feet, itching to move somewhere, but with no place to go. I'm the fool. This guy isn't, like, actually, no, don't go, like, this guy is better than me in every way. The image it created looked more like something to the effect of it dancing rather than fidgetness. However, Base looking more in her direction, he probably would have laughed. But I... The sentence died on her lips and the room fell silent again. It seemed to Roll that Base did not speak body language nor pick up on tone of voice. He remained apathetic as he had been when he lugged her into Wiley's room in the first place. Treating her, she remembered with a bit of resentment, like a backpack or some other unwieldy package. Outside of the anger against his father, Roll wondered if Base was ever capable of feeling anything at all, such as a train of thought which led her to consider Base's objectives and motives. Was his sole purpose to fight? Did he truly want that for himself, or was he just doing his job? Did he even want anything at all? Roll wasn't sure. But these new ideas taking shape, she cast a quiet, solemn glance at her kidnapper. The son desired to answer these rhetorical questions formed in her fickle, girlish mind. After all, he felt like a different being in this domestic setting. She had seen him fight with her brother before, but that Base and this Base seemed like different people. Was it just a mask, or were there more facettes to him than the casual viewer's eyes? More and more questions developed, and Roll found pondering over them to be a good way to pass the uneventful evening. Closing comments. It's been a while since I've written something a little bit. It's a little bit stiff. Not as stiff as my reading. But I hope you enjoyed anyway. I'm not aiming to be too articulate or poetic. I just wanted an excuse to write about these two. Please be sure to write a review on it. I want to know what all your thoughts of this. Well, now it's time for me to come up with my closing comments for this video. When you think about it, I should have, like, never recorded in the first place today because of how sick I am right now. Alright. So, alright, so here is, here's the voice cast for Cole's Birthday Misadventures. Like, for part 7 is gonna be entirely voice acted. Like, there's gonna be a little bit of voice acting in part 6, and I still need people to record their lines for the Oops, that's a spoiler. Anywho, here are the voices that we have planned out so far. If you want to see, like, then if you want to sign up, then just contact me in Discord, say I am not a bot, and then I'll ask you which one of these roles are empty that you want to play. And you also have to send me an audition clip. I use AZ Screen Recorder to record stuff, and then one of the editors just transfers it to an MP4 file. But still, just send me an audition clip, and I want your opinion on it. If you also, I want your opinion on it if you think your delivery of the line was good, because I don't want to be direct like Doug Walker, who makes people act like the nostalgia critic. Sorry for bringing that up.